Hey everybody, this is Mizuna, and welcome to a brand new Factorio Let's Play. We're going to get the ball rolling in just a second. First, I'd like to chat to you for just a minute about why it's been so long since I've uploaded. I've been spending that time upgrading my equipment a little bit. I've now got a computer that is absolutely capable of rendering videos in full 1080p. These ones are going to be 720 for now. We're going to be upgrading to 1020 in just a little while, working on some hard drive stuff to support the larger file size. The audio quality still improving bit by bit, so bear with me, but it is getting better. So, with that out of the way, let's explore this brand new world. For those of you who haven't seen this game, it's really cool. You build factories and automate everything, and along the way, you fight the native aliens. So, we need some iron. We need stone, and we need copper. Those are the three resources we need early game. Later on, there's going to be oil. This forest is going to be really handy to get us going. Here's an iron patch, so I'm going to cut down some of these trees. And we are going to rotate that guy, face it into that guy. Now we need some... Actually, we have some wood, which will work just fine to get us going. So that'll smelt some iron for us automatically as I clear out trees. And then the next step is to get enough iron to build another couple of these burner mining drills here. You can see that, and to use those to automate some coal production. You can face them into each other; they'll mine coal for days. Then we need to get energy online. There's a lot to do, guys. I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. The start might be a little bit slower than you might expect, but we'll get there. Don't worry. And any tips and tricks, leave them down there in the comments. Always helpful. All right, that should be enough clearing out. Oh, that was the autosave. Might turn that down in the future. It's pretty crazy how often this game autosaves sometimes. All right, there's a bunch of iron, so let's see if I can remember my key bindings. There we go. There is a day-night cycle. It's kind of, it's a little bit pointless, if you ask me. I was considering turning it off for this playthrough, because it's silly. It's not like the aliens aren't more aggressive at night. All it does is get in the way of your visibility, and, well, that's just no fun. This start looks a little bit difficult to me. We've got iron here, yeah, but we do not have coal anywhere nearby, other than, I don't know if you can see that map in the top right corner. There's a little black patch way over there, and that's coal. We've got copper. We've got a little bit of oil there. That'll come in handy later. All right, so here's coal. We're going to need this big time. So let's just mine up a bunch of this. And the start on these playthroughs is always pretty slow. So, you know, the first few episodes are going to be a lot like this. We're going to do 30-minute episodes, I think, just to let you guys know what to expect. Alright, do we have enough for another mining drill? We do not. What do we need? We need stone. Well, I can do that by hand. That's one of those things I always forget to automate. I don't, you know, it just doesn't occur to me to automate stone production until much, much later when I need it for walls. But that's a little bit silly, really. Nope, that's more iron. Never mind. Here's stone over here. Going to need 10 of this for 2 mining drills so that we can automate coal. We might do a little bit of exploration once we get just a little bit of minor automation online so that we can, lost my train of thought there. Oh, there's that autosave again. So that we can find some copper, iron, stone, and coal all next to each other. There we go. And then let's just put that in there, and that will mine coal and send it into this one. which will then burn that coal, mine coal, and send it into this one. And then we can just come along and collect the coal as we see fit. Pretty awesome, right? All right, so now that we've got that going, let's run over here, make sure that our iron is filled up so that it keeps mining iron, because we're going to need a lot of that early on. Later on in the game, copper is going to be the thing we're always running out of, but iron is pretty much it for now. So let's grab some more coal from these guys. There we go. We've got 21. There we go. Just making sure that they have enough to keep plugging away there. Let's run back to our little iron patch over here. There are lakes here. Man, guys, this really isn't a very good spawn. I can see a big lake to our right that's going to cut us off from expanding. And I like building left to right. I don't know why. I think it's just because that's the way I read, so it makes more sense to me that way. But yeah. All right, we've got a lot of wood still in here. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that that's lasted, but that's fine. We'll burn wood for now, I guess. And then while that's going, I'm going to explore probably to the south. So let's walk down there. For the first few episodes, I don't think I'm going to edit too much out of these videos. What I record is what I'm going to show you guys. Later on, when I'm working out massive designs, I might cut here and there. I'm not quite sure how I want to run this series yet. So we'll see. Those are a pretty tree. If only aesthetics was more a part of this game. I can zoom out a little bit so that we can see a little better. Zoom in, see our little guy running along. That running animation, so funny, isn't it? It's like high stepping. I don't know why. Why would you high step if you were running around on an alien planet? I don't know. All right, there doesn't appear to be really any resources in the area surrounding us. That's no good. We'll see what happens here. I'm gonna make it work. I'm not gonna quit just because of a resource shortage and try and spawn in a better place. That's just silly. But man, this is going to make our lives harder early on until we get some. Here's another tiny iron patch and a tiny copper patch. That could get us going. Oh man. A little bit of exploration. Just to... Oh, there. You see that on the map in the upper left? I don't know if there's a way to zoom this map in. Let me know if you guys know. Maybe I'll check the controls too, but here's a nice big open iron patch and another one to the north of it. See that in those trees there? It's not open, but it is quite large. So, all right, that's decent. We still need copper though, and we are going to need water early on because steam boilers require water, and that's your main way of creating electricity early game. So that's another thing to keep in mind. There's some aliens to the bottom left there. Big alien colony. And look at that. They're sitting right on top of a big copper deposit. So I'm not ready to take them on by any stretch of the imagination. There's just no way that would end well for me. So let's see what I have here. I've got enough for a couple of steam engines. We need stone to make furnaces, to make boilers so that we can get electricity online. Let's see. We're going to need copper to get into electric mining drills. We're going to need copper to get into labs. And conveyor belts only take iron, actually. The base level ones do, so that's good. Copper to get into inserters, although I can use the burner ones for just energy, so we'll see. I've got plenty of bullets for now for my little pew-pew shooter. This thing's really, really weak. The thing in the bottom right there is a pistol. So, man, that autosave. You know, guys, I'm going to cut for just a second and turn the autosave to a much lower level. So I'll be right back. And we are back. All right, that autosave's been put on a 30-minute delay instead of a 2-minute delay, so that should bother us much less often. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, we're going to mine up some stone. Do I have enough for another burner mining drill? I do not. I need stone. Well, that's lucky. I'm mining stone. I'm going to get this going so that I can get some stone just by running over here. Just set that up. And it's cool. You can just tell yourself to craft the item you want. For those of you who haven't seen this game, and it'll craft all of the components in a row for you. So nested crafting, that's kind of neat. Oh, that guy stopped. You know why? Because he put stone on the ground in front of him. So we're gonna need to give him a chest, I think. Let's see, we can just make an iron chest. There we go. Awesome. So he's going to mine for quite a while on all that coal, and that should give us a decent supply of stone to use. Our iron over here seems to still be going strong, so that's good. Let's see, I can hit Alt, and you see the red on the map there? That's our pollution. So the more of that, the worse the aliens get. Or the more attracted they are to you, rather, and they get worse as you kill them. The more of them you kill, the more they evolve and the worse they get. So something to keep in mind. Let's go over and grab some more coal. Oh man, this forest. Let's clear our way through here a little bit. All right, there's 100 coal, so that's a good start. Let's see if we can't get some automation going here. We need copper for basically anything. So let's go back and grab some stone now that we have stone set up to automate. And then let's get another little mining facility on the copper patch there. I like to pick up all my resources as I walk past them. Seems to make sense to me. Let's clear our way through the forest a little bit, try and get to our stone over here. We are out of a pickaxe, so let's make another one, shall we? Alright, there's our stone. Man, see, the day-night cycle I really don't like. I don't think it adds anything to the game, really. I suppose a little bit of tension here and there, but still. Alright, let's get copper going, shall we? Down here, there's a bunch of oil down here, too, which isn't going to come into it until much later in the game. We need to get science online before this can do anything, so. Yeah, I feel like this is a much slower start than I'm used to. Probably, I mean, I used to play this game all the time, so I was very good at it, but now I'm definitely rusty. So, let's see. First thing to be automated. Let's get power online first off. Steam engine, boiler. Now, I think the correct ratio for steam engines to boilers is 14 boilers to 10 steam engines. I think. I could be wrong there, so don't quote me on that, but let's see. I am missing copper for that. That's fine. So let's zoom in a little bit here. We need an offshore pump for any of this. Okay, so let's see here. That just needs 3 copper. All right, let's go over there and get that. Yeah, it's 1 offshore pump to 14 steam to 14 boilers to 1 or 10 steam engines rather, I think is the most optimal ratio for those. So there we go. Let's make one of those. Now we can make electric mining drills too, which is cool. We can also make small electric poles, although we are not quite ready for that, I don't think. So let's go over to our coal patch here, because it makes sense to place your early game electricity quite close to your coal, so that you can transport it over here. So let's get a couple of burner inserters here. And then let's just put a piece of coal in, and we'll see if that works. It does. Okay, awesome. They feed themselves. So let's just put a piece of wood in so that they can do their thing. And then let's get some conveyor belts online. Here we go. Need more of those, so let's just get all of them. We're going to need a bunch of those moving forward. Oh, forgot how to place my... There we go. Let's make sure these are a block away. They are. Okay, now we need more iron. Let's cancel those so that we can make another one of those. There we go. He'll feed himself first, and then he will feed the boiler, and that will begin making electricity for us. So that's cool. Temperature 20, huh? Oh, just because it's not being utilized. Okay, that's fine. So let's... This will work fine for early game electricity. So let's get iron and copper starting to move along here into the same general place so that we can probably, not this episode, but next episode, we will try and set up a little bit of a super early game smelting factory. So that we can, then we'll probably move down in this space is where we'll go. So moving copper from here and iron from here. Now that we have electricity, we can do this much, much easier. Okay, there's 40 copper plate, so that's enough for... Really, I just want one mining drill of each for now. Then we are going to need a serious number of electric poles. So let's do that. Here's this. Rotating around a little bit. Let's put it... Let's put you here. Okay. And then let's go down to our copper, which is down here. And we will put you here. You can see the oil all around these little puddles. There we go. Then we just need keep in mind that all of this is very early game. We're not looking for optimum rates or anything yet. We just need it all brought to the same general location so that it can be smelted and added into a factory. Alright, we're going to need a ton more transport belts to make this work, so that'll be our next goal here. First, we need to connect these guys up to power. So, cool trick here, if you just click and hold, then it will space them optimally, so you don't need to worry about your power line spacing quite as much. Let's see, where am I headed? Right up there. little bit sloppy, but it'll do for now. All right, so now water is going, the temperature is going up. You can see on the right side of the screen there, 100 is optimal. And because it's not a 1-to-1 ratio of these guys, we're not going to reach 100, but that's fine. As long as your performance in the bottom there is lower than your available performance, you're good to go. So, all right, let's then bring this right over to our iron. Still worked, okay. It is dark. I apologize, guys. That's no good for recording. I know that, but we're just gonna stick it out here through the night. Hopefully you can see generally what I'm doing. I'm just laying the power line over to the iron, so nothing. And I'll try and keep the if I'm ever doing a complex build, then I'll definitely try and keep it during the day, just so that you guys can see it a little better. I know nobody likes it when people record at night. I certainly don't. Gets in the way, especially with YouTube's video compression. All right, so now, there we go. That guy has power. Now we need transport belt, as many as possible. And for transport belt, we just need iron, a lot of iron. So, going to put some more coal in there, put some more wood in there. And we're going to bring transport belt over to our little kind of fake base area. It's not really, it's probably not where we're going to set up permanently, but it's where we are for now, so it'll help to get things rolling for us. Once we can get copper and iron smelted automatically, then we can start worrying about science and labs and starting to move up the tech tree, and that'll be really good. Lots of trees. This spawn really is not conductive to a quick start, but it'll work. It'll work. Man, oh man, lots of trees in the way. Oh, and we are out of transport belt. It takes 3 iron plate per transport belt to make this work, so really it takes 3 halves, 1.5 iron, because it gives you 2 for each crafting recipe, but it takes 3 to craft any of them, so. Just chop down the trees that are in our way. This wood's going to be nice just to get the smelting setup rolling a little bit faster. Although now we have automated coal, so I guess it's not really that important. All right. Man, oh man, we need a lot of iron. It's okay, it'll be automated soon. While that iron's building up, I'm just gonna clear a path for my belt here so that I can get over to where I want to be. And it's a little bit inefficient to put the ore on a belt and put it all the way over here, but it's just so much easier to think when you're not surrounded by trees and stuff. If I can just get the coal and the iron and the copper all in this area, in this nice, big, clear, open area, then it's going to be so much easier to get something going as far as a smelting setup. All right, we should have a space cleared there for iron. Copper's going to come up and around here. I just realized I don't think I have DX Story set up to record my mouse cursor, which means you guys can't actually see where I'm pointing. So I will set that up for the next video. Man, it takes a lot of these belt. to get something like this going. I forget how difficult this game is to get going. It's been, like I said, about 6 months. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, though. It's going to be a good series. I know from the few videos I've uploaded before that the people who tend to view my videos are really, really cool. You guys are really nice in the comments and help each other out, so that's cool. Any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm more than willing to answer, and questions about the game especially will get me thinking Factorio again, so bring them on. Alright, well, you know guys, I think I'm going to end our first video there. I'm going to run the rest of this belt off camera and probably get a little bit of a smelting setup going off camera. So when we come back next episode, you will see a little bit of an early game smelting setup in this area here. And then we will dig right into automating science and research and moving up the tech tree. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you did like it. Please, if you haven't seen me before, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. I'm also playing a game called Kingdom by Raw Fury. I think you guys would really like that. The first episode just launched today. Yep, today the first episode launched. Today for me, probably yesterday for you guys by the time I get this video rendered and uploaded. And we are also going to be doing a base tour of my Minecraft base on my private Minecraft server here shortly in the next couple of days. So, this is Mizuna signing off, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.